Good evening. How many times have you gone into a restaurant and seen a group of friends or family sitting around the table waiting for their meal, and instead of talking to each other, they're just looking at their cellular devices? How many of you ever felt a sense of loss when you forgot your cell phone at home, or you left it in your car before you go somewhere, and you just have this urge that you got to get back and get your phone in your hand so that you got it with you at all times so you don't miss out on anything? Since the explosion of social media, we've become a nation of people that don't know how to engage each other or even hold a conversation. We're too nervous to even ask for directions from somebody, walk up to a perfect stranger, introduce ourselves, interview for a job correctly, or just even ask for directions or, say hi to someone. You can just look around and see it that we're becoming, even though we're becoming more of a global community, we're shutting down more as a people. We're not engaging each other because of our devices that we have, our smartphones, our tablets, our laptops. Social media and smartphones are great, and I think they give you more people to talk to and you get to see more of the world, but I also think they've really changed us a lot and we don't engage each other as well. We're going to talk about a few different things. The first thing, it's been proven, they've done studies that our attention span has dropped from 12 seconds to 8 seconds since the year 2000. Microsoft ran a study for this. You can Google it and search it for yourself. I think a goldfish has an attention span of about 6 seconds, so we're almost there. Anymore, we're a nation that's only interested in 140 tweets, 140 characters on Twitter. We want our news quick. Out of a group of 18 to 24-year-olds, more than half admit to finding that they got to check their phone at least every 30 minutes, some of them even in the middle of the night. And most of them, 3/4 have admitted to using their phones while just watching TV. Instead of watching TV now, we're too busy looking at our phones. Due to the saturation of media, we've become like media numb to what's happening. TMZ, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, where's it going to end? The news is hitting us from everywhere, and I think we're media numb. We don't want to pay attention anymore. We just want to look at the quick stories instead of realizing what's really going on in the world. I think a lot of people now, they care more about their phones and their Facebook account than real relationships. How many friends do you really have? How many so-called friends do you have on Facebook? How many of those people on Facebook, have you ever been to their house or ever spoke to them, hung out with them? Maybe they need to come up with a different category. I know you have a setting on Facebook where you can have an acquaintance. Maybe there really needs to be an acquaintance tab. A wise man once said that at the end of your life, if you can count the number of friends you have on one hand, you've lived a full life. And I bet you that's even dropped now, how many real friends people have. How many times have you stopped and looked at your phone during a conversation because of a chirp or a beep or a snap, and it takes your attention away? Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Periscope, all these things, with them out there, you could turn off the notifications, but how many of us really want to? So in conclusion, I think the internet and social media, yes, it's made us engage more people. We talk to friends and longtime friends from high school and places that we haven't seen in a long time, but I still think it's made us more distant. We're not as friendly, we're not as outgoing. I think our attention span's definitely dropped. And I still think a lot of people do care a lot more about their phones than they do relationships. At the end, I have a challenge for you the next time, and this is something we started in my family, is the next time you go out to dinner with your family or your friends or something, leave your phones in the car. Or how about just going out on a day of running errands and leave your phone at the house, or just have a Saturday where you have no connection with technology. It's a very refreshing thing to do, and I think you would enjoy it. I know at dinner when we don't bring our phones, I talk to my wife and son a lot more. We all spend a lot more time. I think the food even tastes better. So that's my challenge to you. The next time, pick a day, just back off from what you have going on and just, try to reach out and maybe call an old friend and actually speak to them instead of sending them a text. Have a good evening.